Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Okay. Yes. We didn't talk about this yesterday. I don't know. I feel like there could be something here. I mean, the word of the year. Did you hear what it is?
According to who? I thought that whoever kept track of word of the year was going to give like one word a month for all 12 months.
Well, this is Merriam-Webster. And their 2020 word of the year is pandemic.
Okay.
Bring that. Thank you. Pandemic is the word of the year. Other words that were up for word of the year were coronavirus, quarantine, Mamba. Was it this year that Kobe Bryant died? When was it? Back in the January, February?
January.
Okay. Mamba. Kraken. Was this because of the new hockey team in Seattle? Or is Kraken, I know it's a mythical dragon or something.
I don't know what it is.
Cameron. Do you know what a
Good
kraken?
morning,
Do you know
Jeff
what
and Jeremy.
Yes, good morning.
morning.
Good morning, by the way. Have you ever heard of a kraken? Spelled with a K.
A kraken?
A kraken.
How is it spelled?
It is.
Kraken. I think it's pronounced
I
Kraken.
It's
think
Kraken.
Jamie's saying it right.
Kraken.
I think it is.
Kraken.
I think it is Kraken.
Like the Kraken from Crash of the Titans?
Oh, so it is a Kraken.
What is Crash of the Titans?
I think it's a dragon, right?
It's like an 80s movie, and it also got remade with the dude from Terminator Genesis.
Okay, but you didn't tell me what a kraken is.
Oh, it's like a giant mythological creature thing.
Okay,
with a bunch
okay.
of heads.
All right, let's see if we can pronounce it.
Kraken. What's Kraken?
It's Kraken.
I think it's Kraken.
I like Kraken better.
Let's see here. You ready? Take a listen to this.
Kraken.
It's Kraken.
Kraken.
Are you okay? Did you fall down? Did that scare you? What happened over there?
I got excited.
Did you fall down?
Yeah.
See, I
A
think
kraken is a legendary sea monster of gigantic size and cephalopod-like appearance.
Yeah. I thought the news when I was hearing it, there was a new hockey team in Seattle. They're going to play at the where the Sonics used to play. Well, they must have made it bigger, right? Or I don't know what they did, but the Sonics left because of it, and they left Seattle because they couldn't have a new arena.
They're building a new arena for the hockey team in hopes to get a basketball team as well.
Kraken.
Yeah. There you go. Could have had Kraken, but we got pandemic. How predictable. How lazy. I'm sorry. That just defund was also up.
It was easy, for sure, right? I mean, it was
Malarkey. I guess Joe Biden. Joe Barton. That's my buddy Joe. Joe Biden accused Donald Trump of a bunch of malarkey in their first debate together, and apparently that made it on the short list.
Malarkey's just the old dude's name. We didn't even talk about yesterday how he fractured his foot like...
Oh, because it's a non-story, okay? He's getting ready to take over.
Really?
He's setting up everything. Okay, he pulled a ligament in his foot playing with his dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where was Kamala Harris? Was she throwing the ball?
Are you convinced that Kamala's going to take him out? She wants him out so she can have his job already? Is that what you think?
Probably not that
Is that
hard.
where you're going with that line of questioning?
I'm just saying that,
Your thoughts, Cameron?
She was like, hey...
I wouldn't mind it.
Oh, you want Kamala to take over already?
I mean, I don't really like Joe Biden in the first place, so,
Did you vote for him?
Yeah, I did.
Then why if you don't like him?
Because Trump is worse.
Oh. What is it that you didn't like about Trump? Not 20 years, Cameron.
He has about double the amount of sexual assault allegations that Joe Biden has.
Yeah. But I'm telling you...
I'm sorry to laugh. Is that true?
Trump has something like 20, and Joe Biden has something like 2.
How many do you have, Cameron?
2. There's a
How
lady
many
who
do I
lives in
have?
Morro
Well,
Bay.
see, I'm a normal human being, so I have
0?
0.
Okay, me too. I feel like I'm 0. That's boring.
Wasn't there a lady that lives in Morro Bay that said that Joe Biden came on to her like years ago or something like that?
Oh God, there was video of him putting his hand up. No, wait, maybe it wasn't video. Maybe that was a reenactment.
Oh,
but there's a woman that came out and said, yeah, she used to stick his hand up her skirts, and whatever you do when you do that. I can't say that on the radio, but that got squashed, right away. They
But you're
said she was a
closer.
liar.
So let me ask you
the
question.
media said she was a liar.
You have a lot of numbers when it comes to Trump sexual assaults, but how many of them live within the same county that you live in? Huh? Or could be a neighbor of your girlfriend's.
Oh,
You ever think about that?
yeah.
What I don't get what the question is.
Well, one of the ladies that accused
This too hard for
Joe
you?
Biden of one of the 2 that you said he had lives in Morro Bay.
Yeah, and that's a shame that I don't get it. How it's so easy to not be a creep.
Well,
No. Not when you make it your job to want to seek power. That is part of the power play. And that is
when you suddenly become like a manager, oh my God, I just get this inner urge to hit on all women.
Come on,
you have
didn't you
power
have some
over them.
managers at any of your jobs that would be like they use their managerial position to their advantage?
No, I haven't.
he's never had a job.
Okay, all right, here you go. First 2 jobs I had, one, the owner was a woman, and the second one, the manager was a guy, and he was married and a very nice dude. Shout outs to the manager of C's.
C's Candy?
Yes.
Was that a seasonal job?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, that doesn't count.
Emphasis on
What do you mean that doesn't count?
because
It's
you
a
worked
job.
a couple of
I
weeks.
worked
That
2
doesn't-
seasons there.
that's not a really
Cameron,
a job.
it was a seasonal job. Get what he was saying there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You know what else we didn't talk about yesterday? Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. Did anybody watch the fight besides me?
No.
No.
Yeah.
You watched it?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, what else am I going to do? I'm hanging out with my parents.
Was it on free TV?
No, it was one of those my stepdad app things that buffers. So, yeah, it took us twice as long to watch it. But it went all 8 rounds, and it was a fairly entertaining way. Mike Tyson dropped 100 pounds for this fight. He looked great for it, and he definitely won the fight, but they call it a draw.
Because it was an exhibition.
Because they're going to do it again, probably. So,
Gotta make that money.
right after the first round, they cut on Roy Jones Jr., and he's sitting there on the stool, and he's just like, it looks like me when I come up the stairs. And I'm like, bro, you got 7 more rounds.
Roy George Jr. probably thought, nah, this is not.
Yeah.
Like, Mike Tyson might be the only one taking it serious.
Oh, sure. He does look old. He's 54.
I heard some people talking about it yesterday on the radio, and they were saying, well, this could, because it was more entertaining than what people thought it was going to be. It wasn't Chuck and Tito Part 3.
Right.
It was actually entertaining from a boxing standpoint, and people said Mike Tyson looked good. That he could schedule a Mike Tyson revenge tour where he goes and he fights
everybody.
Lennox Lewis and Riddick Bowe and Evander Holyfield.
I don't think Holyfield's fighting again.
Why not?
Because he doesn't want to lose his other ear. But what was great
It
was
was so
Snoop
funny.
Dogg. Snoop Dogg was what made the whole thing. He was a commentator in there. And the line of the night was, damn, this is like going to my family picnic and watching my uncles beat up on each other.
So,
Better
hold on a
delivery
second.
from
Snoop Dogg is big into marijuana, and I know Mike Tyson's got a huge grow facility.
Sure. Plus, I guess Snoop's a big fight fan. He knows a lot of these fighters.
What's with the deal with these guys with marijuana and fighting? I mean, that's supposed to be the opposite,
CBD,
right?
Jeff. Rehabilitation.
Smoke a little and then relax. Not just. Although fighters are weird because they don't hold grudges.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
Have you had the Arabic blend? It's the bomb.
Sticky icky, right?
Sticky, icky, Arabic, boo-boo. Anyways. All right.
Lots of stuff that we missed
This is
yesterday on the
cringy.
show.
Yeah, well, there was so much that happened over the holiday weekend that we weren't able to get to a lot of stuff, and we get on the monolith and all that kind of stuff. By the way, the poll question's up right now. We want to know who you think took it, the government, some jackasses, or the aliens. I'm still going with the government, but you can let us know. SurfNet Communications
I
poll
would look
question.
into the Arabics.
KCSC.com.
I can't even say it wrong if I try.
Saw a story about somebody complaining about their neighbor. You ever see that neighborhood app?
Yeah, I love it.
My parents
So
have
much
this.
good gossip.
And so over there in their neighborhood, they apparently there was somebody ranting about the neighbor who has this amazing Christmas display. Brings all kinds of people over. People are driving through
It sounds
all
like
hours of the night.
150-foot Legoland.
Yeah,
Like we were talking
kind of
about
like
yesterday.
that, right?
I like that. Oklahoma City.
And the issue was that they have the new laser lights. Hell, you can see them. They shine up on the house, and they have one that is shooting on a tree, and it's shooting right up into his bedroom window. Mm-hmm. And if he sit up in his bed, the green light hits him right in the face.
It goes far. It goes far.
So he went over there to knock on the door and said, "Hey, you have the best display in the neighborhood, but that light is hit." And the guy's like, "Screw off," and he slammed his front door. Apparently, other neighbors have been complaining about the traffic that comes through because they have the whole display, and it's all one of those fancy ones that's timed out. And so, have you ever lived next to somebody who was obnoxious with Christmas to the point where it bothered you that they were your neighbor?
Can I complain about my neighbor's decorations?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think we're getting it.
That's kind of yeah.
They went okay, so actually here's a little context. So I live with my dad and his girlfriend just moved into this neighborhood essentially. She's only been here for like 8 months. And before she would go super hard on Christmas decorations. And last Christmas, it was like, first Christmas, let's see how it goes. And she got just destroyed. The people around her all went super hard. And so this year we're looking at the neighbors like, what are they going to do? How
you guys are having meetings about your display for Christmas?
Kinda. We just sat around while we were in dinner like, what should we do?
I love this because for even more context, young Cameron's agnostic, so.
Well, okay, Chris. I'm not going to go into it. To me, Christmas is a family thing.
Yeah, I get it. You're not really. You don't see it as a religious thing. A lot of people don't. People just think it is a holiday for the family.
So it's full on war.
Yeah.
There's no goodwill to men when it comes from Cameron.
Yeah, he'll take out Mother Teresa.
There is none.
He's in the Christmas to win.
He'll take out the major.
So, we're watching this guy. He's like right across the street from us. I look out my window and I see his entire house. And I'm watching him put up this thing, and I see what is he putting up? And about like an hour later, dude has just put up his last name in lights on his fence. And if that is not the most vain thing I have ever seen.
If that is not the most 2020 thing I've ever seen, I don't know what is. People have just forgotten. They're just like, whatever. So he's got his full last name up on
his fence, yes.
As if to say,
just in Christmas lights.
This is our house.
Like, yeah, this is where we live.
Is that it? Is that all he put up?
That's it so far. I'm assuming he's gonna put some lights up on the house, but so far it's just his name.
Well, maybe he's having a big party and he needs people to know what house to stop at.
Hey, I'm here.
Even though you're not supposed to, right? Lockdown. Not in California. Can't have
Maybe I'm extra salty because I want us to go the hardest, but
yeah,
it's probably
you can't go that hard. You can't go that hard though. Don't do it. Whatever you do,
no.
Don't put your last name up on the fence.
I don't even think that's like hard. I just think it's lame. If you're listening, neighbor, your dogs are really cute and I like you.
Okay, there it is. So if you're listening to this and your last name's on your fence, yeah, that's you, buddy.
Yeah, if you're a listener to this radio station, I could totally see you as being the person that would put your last name on the fence because there's some pride and ownership going on there. But also know that you're being criticized by your neighbors.
Dude, it's like when he was speaking about, I was like, oh, is he going to put Mary? That's pretty cool if he just put like Merry on there. But like he just put his last name. Like I don't.
So,
what is his last name?
Oh, I'm not doxing my neighbor.
Yeah, don't do that.
What is it? Is it really unique or something? Like nobody else has that last name?
Don't say it at all. Don't say it at all. Don't.
I'm not gonna say it.
Don't.
I'm not gonna say it.
Don't let Jeremy bully you into it.
Maybe that he ran out of lights and he was spelling something
Jeremy's
else.
trying to bully you into something. Because he wants he wants a frame of reference.
I'm asking questions. I'm
he
not
wants
bullying.
other people to recognize and know what you're talking about. But trust me, if you've seen somebody's
if
last
I
name on
dox my neighbor, I'm doxing myself. I think I'm okay.
and I have no idea what a dachshund is, except for a dog.
Doxing, DOXING, is the act of releasing someone's public information on the internet.
Well,
so like
you're not doxing, then you're using the wrong word
today.
Big time word. Listen, you're not. We're on. Well, I guess we are on the internet if you're streaming us that way. So, all right.
We're on the internet. I also I post these episodes on the internet. I don't want people to know where.
You said M-A-S, so I'm guessing his last name is Mason or Mashable.
That's an internet site.
Well, his last name is Lunchable.
Anyways, if you're dealing with annoying neighbors because of their holiday display, you can let us know. 805-543-3693 are the numbers to get through. Those are the 805 lines. Remember to properly chill with an 805. Live loco, live 805. 805beer.com. Half of adults don't think their job is important enough since the whole COVID thing has gone down. Do you feel like your job is not important because you're not doing something to help someone else in the community?
What is this COVID thing that you speak of?
It's a pandemic. It was word of the year by Marion Dixon.
Pandemic.
Webster Dictionary.
So,
45% feel guilt or shame about what they do for a living.
I don't, because, I feel...
We're getting information out, man.
Yeah.
Scott's here. We make sure Scott gives you the news.
We're lucky, and we can bring the lighter side of it. So
the government said we were required.
We're lucky to do what we do during this, but I could see, if I'm... I gotta choose my words closely here.
Please don't. I love complaints, and we haven't got enough of those.
Let's say I'm a shoe salesman. Okay, nothing against shoe salesmen, but I'm just saying that my job is to sell shoes to people as they come in the door of the shoe store. And how many people are coming into the shoe store nowadays? I don't know.
Is the shoe store allowed to be open?
Yes, it's essential. People have to wear shoes.
Oh, okay. So they can.
Tackins is open.
I would think that shoes are so important. I think shoes are underrated. Okay, shoes.
I have too many shoes.
Everybody has to wear shoes.
Yeah,
everybody has to wear shoes. So if you are closing down shoe stores, then we have a problem. Because you have to wear shoes. When you need a pair of shoes because your other shoes wore out, you go get another pair of shoes.
And if you don't know the answer, just say that, because we don't know everything here. But who has been affected the most by the most recent shutdowns, the going back into the purple stage?
The restaurants.
It's just restaurants and bars, right? Mm-hmm. Because apparently it's easier to get COVID eating a sandwich at a table 6 foot from somebody than going to Walmart at the McDonald's and getting your food there to go.
Or standing in line to go into the Walmart with a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
Then standing in a line.
Or any big box store or Home Depot or whatever. I'm still trying to understand why it is that I guess I'm spending more time in one place, and that's the problem. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I still haven't understood that. I understand.
Go back to the whole, what my job is not important enough. I think what it is there's a lot of lines of work that are shouting it from the rooftops that they're heroes because they're staying open and they're working because they're essential businesses. The first one that comes to mind is grocery stores. Grocery stores. And listen, my heart goes out to anybody working in a grocery store because I could not hang with wearing a mask for an 8-hour shift. I just can't do it. Gosh.
No, I hear you.
The minute I walk out of a store and I'm opening the door, the car door of my car, I'm ripping that thing off. I'm getting back into my capsule, and I'm being safe inside my capsule.
Shouts out to Alex at Food for Less. You get the worst customers.
Yes, Alex does get the worst customers. That Food for Less, man.
Food for Less and Tascadero.
What is wrong with Food for Less?
Oh, are you talking to Tascadero? I was talking Paso. Hasselman.
She's a friend of mine. We have a group text. She gets some crazy people.
Oh, this is a friend of yours. Okay, specify that, all right? Otherwise, everybody at Food for Less is going to think you're talking
if they're
smack
heroes,
about them.
you don't have to specify them, okay?
No, I'm just saying, you said your friend Alex works at Food for Less and she gets rude people?
Yeah.
Go through her line? Is that what she does? She does the checkout?
She's checkout, yeah.
47% of people said they want to quit their jobs and do something that's more meaning or giving back to society. Almost 4 in 10 wanted to make a difference to others.
How many of those people say that they want to go work at a grocery store because grocery store clerks are seen as quote unquote heroes?
Yeah, I mean,
because it says heroes work here.
You know, that's the thing is what does that mean? That you're satisfying yourself by satisfying someone else. So I have no idea.
Jeremy, don't you want to be a Times Person of the Year?
No. The top jobs that people do want to get into.
Nursing.
Nursing is number 2.
Wow.
Yeah, education is number 1.
Education? What is so noble about education?
Well, I don't know. No, you do it from home, I guess.
It's called job security. And, you could be a lazy ass now and do it from home.
To be an executive for a nonprofit? Well, you can't just work for the nonprofit. You have to be the executive. What, do you need the big paycheck? Yeah, that's selfish.
Yeah, you can't you can't just volunteer.
Software developer? How is software developers helping anyone in a crisis?
Heroes work there, Jeremy.
Because video game sales are up? I don't know. These are just questions. I'm not judging.
To me, it sounds like these are all jobs that people outside of nursing, these are all jobs that people want because you can work from home to do them. Because people like the idea of working from home.
Until you work from home, and then you're sick of it. Look at Cameron. He's been locked in his bedroom for 9 months, wearing the same sweater, talking to the same dog.
Can I tell you who I think the real heroes are? Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America.
Those are superheroes, Jeff.
Okay.
And if you watch The Office, you know exactly what he's doing.